Welcome to Summoner's Rift. Seconds until minions spawn. Minions have spawned.
think you're doing here, humans?
And his cage doesn't have a cooldown. He used cage 3 times in one fight. 3 times cage. What is happening? How unplayable is this? Good game, good game.
Thank you for giving me like 500 free stacks in lane.
No problem, no problem.
I could hear you complaining about the cage from my room, but now
You don't have cooldown.
it's like 4 seconds and
Yeah.
Faker, if I wasn't a professional gamer, I wouldn't be playing solo queue because it's not fun. 9 out of 10 matches are like slot machines. If that's the case, I don't see point in playing. And then people still wonder why I lost 600 LP in 3 weeks. People still wonder? 4 hours ago. People still wonder why I lost 600 LP in like 2 weeks for no reason. Yeah, it's really unfortunate. It's really unfortunate that that happened to me, huh? Must be a pure coincidence it's happening the same to the other people.
second tower. Oh, not today. Oh, not today, Mr. Oh, versus the Zed matchup. It's important. It's important whenever Shuriken one. Oh no. Just kind of good move to back on, I think. But it's just
Has been slain.
this is a really bad fight. Just need
Ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain. And
I should have cast that earlier. Which is good. The only issue is that he's got his Dark, which means his shuriken's gonna really hurt. Be really careful. Oh god, it's down. Wave there, he gets a plate.
wait a turret.
Oh, that's oh, that's beautiful. Well done. Save the hook.
I has
Go to the second tower.
an enemy has been slain. Shut down. An ally has been slain.
Oh, not today. Great choice. Okay. Oh, we're already okay.
Turret plating will soon fall.
Oh, break it middle versus mid lane assassins.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Wait a second. Pan, the great things of Vortex returning and stopping by. I can't fight all of them by myself. I have to just hold off. problem. Oh, we went to. We should. A lot, right? Yes. Safe.
Enemy quadra kill.
Oh my god. Okay, my team doesn't even need me today. Sushi. Quite remarkable. Command 0 Dark Souls of 2D game. It's nice to see fellow. Oh. Oh god. You see, leaving this. Yeah, that's my mistake. Yeah, okay, alright, luckily I got the lift. Yeah, I'm not staying for that. There's no way. If she had ultimate and she was at full HP, 100%. And then, capable of was down now. Ignoring team base. Also doing that. I'm home. Go. Kind of just pinned at this point. I can test the. Can't complete the kill, unfortunately. Do it, but I have. But skip the team. Okay.
And when everything is upside, you make no sound.
Hi, Mystery Recapped here. Today, I'm going to explain a fantasy film called Every Day. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. A is a mysterious traveling spirit who inhabits the bodies of a different teenager for a single day, every day. The movie begins as A wakes up in a high school boy, Justin Smith's body. He takes a picture of himself as he does with everybody he's been in and sets a timer for 11 PM and 11:50 PM. Rhiannon is Justin's girlfriend that he's ignorant to. Rhiannon is completely in love with Justin, but he neither replies to her texts nor treats her well. That day, A navigates his life as Justin at school and meets Rhiannon, who apologizes to him for texting too much. Justin tells her that it's alright and he should have texted her back, a total opposite to his normal personality. Rhiannon convinces Justin to skip school with her to spend more time with him. The two sneakily run out of the school. The whole of them. They sing songs in his car, walk together in an aquarium, run around the beach happily and have a lot of fun. As they walk through the park, Rhiannon tells him about her dad's manic episode a few years ago and how it affected her relationship with him. She feels nice that Justin is interested in her family life. At the end of the day, as they're about to separate, A, as Justin, tells Rhiannon that tomorrow won't be like today. Rhiannon, however, ends the day on a positive note, citing that tomorrow is tomorrow. The two kiss and finally separate. A seems to have gotten attached to Rhiannon. It's now the next day, and A wakes up as a girl named Amy. She takes a picture of herself like always and sets an alarm. To be closer to Rhiannon, Amy goes to her high school as a new student. Meanwhile, Rhiannon is distressed because of Justin's ignorant behavior towards her again. Amy meets Rhiannon, saying that she's a transfer student and wants Rhiannon to show her around. The two are at the chemistry lab when Justin comes in and complains about missing practice the previous day. He doesn't seem to remember anything that happened yesterday, which hurts Rhiannon. Justin even blames her for him missing practice. Amy gets furious and replies to Justin on Rhiannon's behalf, saying that he's unappreciative of the only good thing going on in his life. Rhiannon asks her to stop. while Justin looks at her weirdly and leaves. After the encounter, an upset Rhiannon asks Amy to be with her friend Alexander and leaves. Cut to the following day. A wakes up as a boy named Nathan and does his usual routine. He goes to his computer and searches for an address on the map. Meanwhile, Justin and Rhiannon are at a party where he leaves her with the keys and goes with his friend group. Rhiannon is alone and awkward. Justin completely neglects Rhiannon for the whole night. She is standing alone when she sees Nathan dancing goofily. She can't help but join him. The two are dancing together when Justin approaches them standing protectively by Rhiannon's side. Nathan introduces himself as Justin's friend, Steve's cousin, and says that he is gay. He even suggests being attracted to Justin, so he goes back to his friends. Nathan then invites Rhiannon to go outside. They talk about Rhiannon's type in men and laugh. They talk for a long time, but Nathan has to go before 12. Meanwhile, Justin figures that Steve has no cousin. They run downstairs and chase Nathan away. The next day, A wakes up as a blind boy and cannot find his phone, so he spends the whole day in his room. Meanwhile, Nathan has become an internet troll, saying that he was possessed by a devil. Rhiannon gets a message from a random number the next day, asking her to meet the person in a public place alone. She goes to the library, where she's approached by a girl named Megan. At first, Megan tells Rhiannon that Nathan sent her, but then she begins to explain her life as a moving spirit. She reveals that she wakes up as a different person every day. The day she went out with Justin, she was Justin. Then she was Amy, and the previous day, she was Nathan. Rhiannon doesn't believe any of this and tries to leave, but Megan begins to recite the things she said to Justin on their date. Rhiannon then assumes that Justin and everyone else is playing a sick prank on her, but Megan insists that she's real. Freaked out, Rhiannon leaves the place. The following day, she again gets a text message from a number and goes to meet A in a diner. This time it's an Asian boy waiting for her. She quizzes him about all the things she has done with the people's bodies he's been in, and he answers all of them correctly. He then introduces himself as A name he's given himself. A tells her that he wakes up every day in a different body, which is always near the last body, and around the same age as him. He doesn't know if he has parents or where he was born. He's been changing bodies ever since he was a kid. He tries to leave as little a trace as possible after living the day. A then shows her his Instagram account, where he posts pictures of everyone he has woken up as. Rhiannon is still a little skeptical, but is beginning to believe him. She tries to investigate the matter herself and goes to visit Nathan at a church. He claims that he was possessed by the devil that day and remembers only bits and pieces of what happened. When he woke up the following day, his phone was logged into the devil Instagram account, but he claims that the credentials were changed before he could download any pictures. Rhiannon now fully believes that A wasn't lying. The following day, she sees a girl looking at her in the hallways and figures that it's A. The two talk and she asks him about Nathan. It turns out that A couldn't make it to Nathan's house on time and had to leave his body in a hurry. Hence, he had forgotten to log off his Instagram on Nathan's phone. Rhiannon then believes that A had invaded her privacy by kissing her as Justin.
I'm the troll.
He apologizes and says that he doesn't do that with everyone, but it felt different with her. He felt something he's never felt before when he was with Rhiannon that day. For the same reason, he told her about his secret. Later that day, Rhiannon is at Justin's when she asks him what he remembers about that day, but he too claims that everything is foggy. She then asks him questions about their relationship, but Justin is ignorant of the whole situation. The next day, A is a black guy named George. He calls Rhiannon to meet him in a library, where he pranks her by acting like he doesn't know who she is. The two talk about A's life again. In the end, the two kiss, when George's overprotective mother comes by and calls Rhiannon a whore. Rhiannon runs away in her car. smiling the whole time. The following day, A is beyond surprised to wake up in Rhiannon's body. She excitedly gets off the bed and tells herself to be cool about this. While showering, A makes sure not to look at Rhiannon's body. At school, Justin approaches Rhiannon and starts to kiss her. A is nervous when he asks Rhiannon to come over. She blows up at him, telling him that he doesn't understand or appreciate her. A hopes she won't get mad at him tomorrow for doing that. After school, Rhiannon goes to her dad's studio, something that real Rhiannon would never do. She bonds with her dad, and he even makes a painting of her. Later at night, A writes everything that happened today in a note for Rhiannon to read tomorrow, and goes to sleep. Rhiannon reads the note the next day, and goes to break up with Justin on her own.
Welcome
She
to
has finally
Summoner's
realized that
Rift.
he's not good.
The trolls are going to war!
30 seconds until minions spawn. First blood. You have been slain.
I'm troll judge, troll jury, and execute troll.
Minions have spawned. Double kill.
Oh, they look angry.
Shut down.
I'm not ugly.
An enemy has been slain.
Not troll king, troll king, king! I'm the troll with the plan. King of trolls coming through.
You have been slain. Shut down.
My fierce spice. I'm feeling greedy. The trolls are going to war! I'm troll judge, troll jury, and execute troll.
been slain. An ally has been slain. You have been
What is
slain.
that?
Enemy killing spree. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain. Enemy rampage. An ally has been slain. double kill. Enemy killing spree.
King of Trolls coming through. You're in my kingdom now. Time to start an ice age. The Freljord is mine. I like my spice.
Enemy killing spree. Your turret has been destroyed.
The trolls are going to war.
An ally has been slain. An ally has been slain.
I'm troll judge, troll jury, and execute. Oh, they look angry. I'm not ugly.
Your turret has been destroyed. Enemy killing spree.
Troll king, king.
Turret plating will fall soon.
I'm the troll with the plan. King of Trolls coming through.
An enemy is godlike.
Time to start an
Enemy double kill.
Did I break
A summoner has disconnected. Defeat.
Good for her. Justin is shocked and wishes her luck before storming away. She then calls A and tells him about the breakup. She claims that she's never felt more clear about a decision in her life. The scene changes to Rhiannon shocked and wishes her luck her own. She has finally a note for Rhiannon to read tomorrow and he writes everything that happened today in a note for Rhiannon to read tomorrow and goes to sleep. Rhiannon reads the note the next day and goes to break up with Justin on her own. She has finally realized that he's not good for her. Justin is shocked and wishes her luck before storming away. She then calls A and tells him about the breakup. She claims that she's never felt more clear about a decision in her life. The scene changes to Rhiannon and A as a different guy driving to her uncle's cabin in the woods. They spend the whole day together talking and laughing. The two plan to meet again tomorrow, but A has to take the guy back to his place for the night, so he leaves with the truck they came in. The next day, Rhiannon waits for him the whole day, but A never shows up. In the end, she calls her mother to pick her up in the cabin. Her mother is mad at her for making her drive 3 hours on a work day. The following day, we see A wake up as a guy named Michael, who's supposed to fly to Holland. If he goes away, he'll be transferred to somebody from Holland and never come back. So he runs away from the house and calls Rhiannon to come to rescue him. Rhiannon drives to him in her sister's car, knocking off the driver's side mirror to escape from Michael's mother. She is mad at A for abandoning her at the cabin the day before. A explains that he woke up as a girl who was having a lung transplant yesterday, so he couldn't come. He wasn't even allowed near cell phones, so he couldn't call either. Later, A takes over the body of a girl named Kelsey, who was about to commit suicide. Rhiannon meets him at her house, and the two see that she's already planned out a detailed suicide. Kelsey's father would only be home at 5 in the morning, so if A leaves her body before that, she will probably kill herself. Rhiannon wants A to live in Kelsey's body until her father is home so she can get help. A isn't really sure if he can do that, but tries anyway. It is 11:59, and A is still in Kelsey's body. Kelsey's father comes home later, and A tells him that she needs help. A and Rhiannon are both happy that they could save someone's life. The next day, A wakes up in Rhiannon's classmate Alexander's body. During the day, A keeps on boasting about how great of a guy Alexander is. Rhiannon wants A to stay in Alexander's body for how speed that they could save someone's life. The next day, A wakes up in Rhiannon's classmate Alexander's body. During the day, A keeps on boasting about how great of a guy Alexander is. Rhiannon wants A to stay in Alexander's body for some time as he did with Kelsey's, so they can be together for longer. A reluctantly agrees and lives as Alexander for the next few days. A totally invades Alexander's privacy and declines all of his mother's calls to enjoy his time with Rhiannon. That day was Alexander's birthday, and his family had prepared a surprise for him. He felt bad for ignoring them all day. They too were disappointed in him. A apologizes to Alexander's mother and decides to leave his body after informing Rhiannon tomorrow. The next day, A arranges a beautiful dinner for Rhiannon. As they talk, he reveals that he won't be Alexander from tomorrow as he doesn't want to take over his life. He tells her that they cannot realistically be together forever, so he wants Rhiannon to be with Alexander because he is a nice guy and is perfect for her. Realizing that this is their last night together, Rhiannon and A dance and talk and spend their last few hours together, cuddling on Alexander's bed. The next morning, A wakes up as a rich black girl, Katie, and drives away in her nice car. Meanwhile, Rhiannon meets Alexander at school, who compliments her smile. The two walk to their call together. The movie ends as we see A post a video on Instagram, enjoying his life as a new person at the Central Park. Because of his unselfishness, A decides to leave Rhiannon's life so that she could live happily with someone else. This is the definition of real love. Subscribe for more videos like this. Turn on notifications and leave a like to help the channel out. Thank you for watching.
Welcome to Movie Caps. Today I will show you an adventure, drama, romance film from 2000, titled The Beach. Spoilers ahead. Watch out and take care. Richard arrives in Thailand looking for something more exciting. He is staying in a rundown hotel, and when he can't get into his room, a girl, Françoise, who is staying in the next room with her boyfriend Etienne, helps him out. As he lies in bed, he hears them doing the business through the thin walls. Then he is interrupted by a madman from the other room, Daffy. He tells Richard about a secluded beach on a secret forbidden island. He does not believe such a place exists, but when he returns the next day, he finds a map pinned to his door. He goes to check on Daffy, but finds that he has taken his own life. After talking
First blood. Slain the dragon. team has slain the dragon.
「初めて来ましたが、立派なものですね。
異界視協会観察部左門官。
はい、藤間弥勒と言います。那瀬泉さん。
協会が何の用でしょうか。
うつろな影ですよ。あのクラスのヨウムが来るのは珍しいことです。観察対象というわけです。夢は有名の一里塚。夢のおよずれ。ヨウムは人の怨嗟の塊とも言われています。人の心のいがみ、憎しみ、嫉妬に殺意。人が存在する以上、ヨウムは存在し続ける。それが見えるがゆえに倒し続けるなんて、異界視も因果な商売だとは思いませんか？
面白いことを考えるのですね、協会は。
というと？
太古の昔から代々ヨウム討伐をなりわいとしてきた異界視の娘からすると、ヨウムは農家にとっての米、漁師にとっての魚みたいなものです。何であるかなどどうでもいい。
なるほど。ヨウムの絵ですか？
凍結界に沈めてあります。
じゃあ本物。そういえば凍結界の使い手でしたね、那瀬泉といえば。一つ質問していいですか？
何でしょう。
あなたにとってヨウムとは何ですか？
決まってるじゃないですか。ただの化け物ですよ。
丹原先輩、今日は学食ですか？
あのさ、愛ちゃんお金がなくってかけうどんも食べられない時ってご飯どうしてる？
そうですね。
なるほど、ここか。
先輩、何の用ですか？
いや、ヨウム倒したって聞いたからさ。
先輩には関係ありません。
美月から預かったから彩香さんのところでお金にしてきた。
1万円？あのヨウムそんなに？最後のエビが。
どうぞ。
いらないと言ったはずです。
落ち着いて、言動がバラバラになってる。
それだけあればこのカップ麺が何個買えると思ってるんですか？
だからあげるって言ってるんだよ。泣いてる？
受け取れません。
言葉が空虚すぎる。
私はいらないと言ったんです。なのに勝手に持ってくるから。
何の説得力もないけど。それより部活だけど今日顔出してみない？
言ったはずです。もう私に関わらないでください。
散々人を練習台にしておいて。
もうしません。
追いかけてきたと思ったら今度は逃げるのか？
あれが栗山未来か。
この手は何だ？
アッキーの脇に差し込まれている俺の手だが、何か？
ああ、そっか。まだ言ってなかったわよね。私ここで先生やってるの。うつろな影の話聞いた？引っ越してきたばかりだもんね。今晩この町に入るみたいだから、町から出るまで接近は禁止だって。
そうなんですか。
まあ倒せれば1年くらいは遊んで暮らせるだろうけど、命がいくつあっても足りない相手だしね。間違っても近づいちゃダメよ。こーら、廊下は走らない。
自由に血を操る一族か。
何か知っていることはないか？その過去に何かあったとか事件とか。
さあね、仮に知っていたところで教える義理はないが、これに関しては本当に知らない。
そうか。
何か言ってたのか？言いたくないなら言う必要はないさ。
いや、話していいのかわからないだけだ。ただ何か隠していることだけは確かだ。
騙されているんじゃないのか？ アッキーは巨乳でかわいそうな立ち位置の子を放っておけない性格だからな。
ちょっと待て、否定はしないが巨乳のところは訂正してもらうぞ。メガネストが女の子に求める最重要項目はメガネだ。
アッキーは熱く自らの性癖を語るのが趣味なのか。
うるさい。シスコンという性癖を持つヒローミに僕を非難する資格はない。
一本筋が通っているだけいいだろう。なんちゃってメガネ好きに俺の神聖なる妹への愛はわからないさ。
僕のメガネ愛をなんちゃってで片付けるな。その神聖な妹にメガネをかけたこともあるんだからな。だと部屋で二人きりの時にかけさせてもらったぜ。いや、かけまくったという表現が正しいかもしれない。途中からは美月も楽しんでいたからな。
かけまくる。俺の妹になんてことを。
そこの変態2人、ここを物質としての狼藉かしら。
美月、ついにメガネの素晴らしさに目覚めたんだな。
そこの変態兄貴にダメージを与えたかっただけよ。
メガネ様になんてことを。
それより変態兄貴、
お兄ちゃんと呼べと言ってるだろう。
変態お兄ちゃん、檻をとっとと解除してほしいの。
ちゃんと呼べと言ってるだろう。
変態お兄ちゃん、檻をとっとと解除してほしいのだけれど。
あ、わかった。
変態は認めるのかよ。
それと一応文芸部員なんだから少しは専攻手伝ってくれる？
専攻するのは構わないさ。実の妹シリーズとか義理の妹シリーズとか妹の登場する構わないさ。実の妹シリーズとか義理の妹シリーズとか妹の登場する原稿ならば何でも。なんなら妹しか出ない作品でもいいぞ。
ねえよ。どう見てもしねだってよ。どう見てもしねだろ。ところ大丈夫なのか？あれじゃまずいことなのか？
そうね。変態と二人っきりになるという危険を冒してまでこんなところで待ち合わせするくらい他に聞かれない方がいい子だね。
待って、その変態が指し示す人物は一人しかいないよな。
まあ変態なりに精一杯力の限り襲ってくれば望みを達成できる可能性もゼロとは言えないわよ。
遠慮しとく。
限り襲ってくれば望みを達成できる可能性もゼロとは言えないわよ。
遠慮しとく。
育児がないのね。卒業の時に私に告白するのがギフトの目標でしょ。
だからいつからそうなった？いいから本題に入れ。
栗山未来、あの子おそらくうつろな影を狙っているわ。
理由は？
さあ、ただ情報に強い異界師に頼んで調べてもらったの。一宮伊織、聞いたことあるでしょ。
ああ、ネットに意識を直接つないで情報を得られるとか言ってたよな。
そう、そしたらちょっと怪談話みたいな噂話が出てきてね。聞きたい？わあ、綺麗な色。あれ？
写真には映らへんえ。うつろな影の影響で紫に見えたるだけやさけ。ヨウムも異界師以外には見えへんのと一緒や。
じゃあ
もう入っとるやろうね、この町に。
あやちゃん、
ヨウムの活動が活発に。
呪われた血に関わった者には必ず不幸が訪れる。たった一人残った一族の末裔を引き取った稲見という異界師はうつろな影討伐中一番大切にしていた娘を失うことになった。町の中心地は回避できる予定です。
おう。
近づいた異界師が少しでも気を許せば憑依されてしまう。これだけ揃えばあとはミステリーを読み慣れている文芸部員なら推理できるわよね。
先輩、何しに来たんですか？
うつろな影を狙ってるんだね。
が少しでも気を許せば憑依されてしまう。これだけ揃えばあとはミステリーを読み慣れている文芸部員なら推理。できるわよね。
先輩、何しに来たんですか？
うつろな影を狙ってるんだね。うつろな影に憑依された稲見家の娘を殺してしまった、そういうことだね。
調べたんですか？
少しね。でもほとんどは推測だよ。
先輩には関係ありません。帰ってください。
あ、栗山さん。
本体は中心部の一部だけですが、その強い力ゆえ空間が歪んであのように見えるのです。
行くのか？
まだいたんですか？早く帰ってください。
行ってどうするの？
先輩には関係ありません。
うつろな影を倒したところで何も変わらない。死んだ人は戻ってこない。あるのは栗山さんが殺されるかもしれないというリスクだけ。
分かってます。
残ってやり過ごした方がいい。
分かってます。
じゃあどうして？
稲見家は呪われた血を持つ私を引き取り、この強すぎる力を抑える方法を教えてくれました。その稲見家の娘がユイです。ユイは稲見家でも隔離されていた私を外の世界に出してくれた人でした。2つ3つユイも来年から高校生だね。